welcome back to Talk About It with Charlotte and Key. We're back one more time.
Yes,
one more time.
Yes.
We're back with the weekend word.
Yes.
So, baby, if I remember you right, you told me it's going to be about seeing beyond.
Yes.
Get it to me.
Well, it stemmed from the conversation that my husband and I had on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He, you want me to share? Or do you want to
What up? Yeah, it's cool.
So my husband was in a place, he was at a particular place, and when he got out the car, you tell me if I'm wrong, you kicked, I guess you
want me to tell?
Yeah, you tell
Okay, yeah. Ain't nobody can tell your story like you can tell your
truth.
story. All right, so let me go ahead and handle the story. Mm-hmm. All right, so I was at this particular place yesterday, and it was this like little foreign piece on the ground. So I walked by, kicked it over, and I said, "I ain't nothing. It's just something small, something ain't nothing. Something insignificant." So at the end of this event I was at, it was a person that was looking for something, and I was just like, "Wait a minute!" I saw the thing in their hand. I was like, "Wait a minute, let me go check this thing I saw outside. Let me go check that out." And sure enough, that's what it was. What he was looking for had been there a whole week. People done walked over it, rained on it, drove over it.
The missing link.
The missing link, a piece, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
So when he said that, what God dropped in my spirit was how we can be missing things or not seeing things that we need to see that God has placed before us. And sometimes it is that we do see that thing and we don't know what to apply that thing to because we haven't figured out, okay, we have this piece here, but where does it fit?
Right.
So it dropped in my spirit immediately, seeing beyond. So when I said seeing beyond, it's seeing beyond what is right there, or seeing beyond what this little insignificant thing was that my husband came upon was for somebody else. It was significant for somebody else, and he was the one who stumbled across it. And I was like, wow, that's so, that is so for right now, because God will allow some things to be presented to us, and sometimes we miss it.
All the time.
Or it's sometimes that God will reroute us and bring it back to that thing and say, oh, that's the thing that I was trying. He would say, that's the thing that I'm trying to do. Or that's the assignment that I'm trying to give you. You missed it the first time, but because I'm merciful and loving, I'm bringing it right back around so that you can catch it this time. So that really just spoke to me so loudly. And I was like, wow, God allowed you to see it. So God, other people had been, if it's been there all week, other people had surely, or may not even seen it. It may not
pay
been.
Attention to it.
And I felt like that was such a word for him and for me as well. And probably for some of you out there that don't, and it's another thing that came to me. Even if you do see this thing and it's small, do not despise your small beginnings. If God is giving you something that's small and you're not seeing beyond because you're looking at this thing right now and it looks so insignificant, it doesn't look like it means a lot, but it could mean so much more. Just like that piece that was missing to complete what needed to be completed, or that piece that needed to be put together in order for that thing to function.
Right. So basically, don't overlook the insignificant things. Like the small things, basically. Like, as you know, going back to what you said, the piece, it didn't mean much to me and nobody else because they didn't walked over it. I kicked it and see what it was. I didn't know what it was, but it was significant to someone else. So when the Lord gives you something and it seems like so small, it could mean so much to somebody else. You know what's crazy about this too? Jordan and I was talking, and we was talking about...
That's our son.
That's our son, yeah, our youngest son. I like, y'all should know by now. Anyway, it was this gaming thing that he had, that he wasn't using it, didn't want it anymore, whatever. So this young man was like, hey, I've been wanting one of these for the longest. I've been saving my money, trying to get it, whatever. And it may have been insignificant to him,
to Jordan,
but to the other young man, he was like, I've been wanting this for the longest time. Wow. Thank you.
Wow, that's good.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it was something that was one man's treasure trashes another man's treasure. That's why you see people collecting junk because they can make money off of it. A wooden pallet, people take them and toss them to the side like they're nothing. And then you got guys to come out and pick them up and go sell them and make money off of them. So that's their trash, but it's a treasure to him because that's how he makes his living.
That is so good. That is really good. Wow, I can just go on. I'm thinking as you're talking, and I'm just thinking about even love languages. How some people love languages are gifts, some are acts of service, and for me, my love language is gifts and touch. For my husband, his is acts of services and words of affirmation. So just because it may not mean something to me, it may mean the world to him, and vice versa. You know. Something as easy as iron his clothes. He loves for me to iron his work.
I don't like to be wrinkled, y'all.
And that to me is like, you don't have to iron mine. You don't have to iron mine, but it means a lot to him. So I try to do that because it means a lot to him. Something that's so small, see beyond.
See beyond, because could be bigger to somebody else, bigger than what you could even imagine. The little small things is big to somebody else. That's all I'm saying. Yes. That's all I got, baby.
That's it. Well, that's so good because I can keep on going.
I know you're let me take the mic out of her hand.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying?
It is well.
Give me that mic anyway. Say thank you guys for watching. Have a good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Yes. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you guys on the next time.